If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. The live streams are literally printing. Join today and stop selling crush.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's formerly Flex Friday. Now we just have a 60% boost and no one's really interested in that. But it is what it is. We gotta make do. So without further ado, you like that comment, guy? What I ask of you, like the video, hit subscribe, know your role, pay that toll because it's always gonna be here. Put some popcorn in the microwave and grab your favorite beverage, a Red Bull, a Starbucks, whatever have you, and lock in, comment guy. If you're new to my channel, the name is Captain Crush, and I cover fantasy sports, MLB for today's video, NFL for week 4 was yesterday's video, and NBA is going to be daily videos once it drops too, so you might as well get with the program. I mean, what's stopping you from hitting a subscribe button and a like button? Unless maybe mama didn't taught you right. But that's another story for another day. So, what do we got today? We got a lot of teams playing for nothing, and we got a lot of teams playing and fighting for playoffs. The Detroit Tigers, the Boston Red Sox, the Astros. Yeah, buddy, the Astros. If they don't win today, they're gone. See ya. Bye. Sayonara. Next season, you're out of the mix. Eliminated. Whatever you want to call it. They're gone. And I, for one, can't wait to see them get what's coming to them, comment guy. If they don't win today, they're officially eliminated. And all that chalk that comes with them is gone. Because we won't ever have to see them again, comment guy. Because this is the last day I'm taking any Houston Astro. Whether they win, lose, or draw, today is the last day. They get one more shot to come through for old Crush. Their starting pitcher today, Jason Alexander versus the most poverty team in the league, the Los Angeles Angels. You see the matchup. They're striking out heaps over the normal average, and they're not even getting close to the normal average of hits, Papa. But what do we have? Why is Alexander starting in a must-win game, comment guy? Your guess is as good as mine. Poverty franchises are going to make poverty decisions. There's a reason they're in this position to begin with, and it ain't because they're making good decisions, comment guy. So let's run it 10,000 times and see what we got. Well, and I do mean well. 4.5 Ks goes over 64% of the time. Now, if you're confused, what the heck is this, Crud? What is this? Some type of sorcery? Well, I don't trust data models. I don't use analytics. I'm a gut feel better. I don't need data and analytics. Buddy, your picket looks like the freaking Great Depression, okay? Straight down. Know your role. If you're not using analytics to make your betting decisions, you're dead money, okay? I promise you you're dead money. So lock in. Now, 64% of the time means he goes green, which leaves us with 36% of the time meaning he goes red. So I am taking a shot on his Ks, but more importantly, his hits allowed at 5.5 I took under. Now, the model says no clear value at void, but it's still a 60-40 in my favor. His walks isn't a void. His earned runs you would take under, and then you take over on the Ks. Now, where am I going with this? Well, I'm glad you asked, comment guy. Looky. They already removed it. PrizePicks is ahead of the game. You got his Ks here at 4.5. You can take his earned runs at less than 2.5. Everybody's going to be taking over on this the last 5 Kings. I'm taking less. Why? Crush Bet says 39% of the time he goes over, which means that 61% of the time he stays under. And in a must-win game, I gotta go with it. I don't know why they're starting him today. I'm not in the manager's decision brain thought process, the front office, all that stuff. But if you got to win and you're facing the Angels and you're putting on the mound Jason Alexander, they must know something I don't. So I'm just going to trust my data model and pray that it's right, okay? I'm just going to pray that he shows up and he knows his role, does his job. Now, the hits allowed has already been gobified, which you can see here. You can no longer take it under 5.5 on PrizePicks, but don't worry. You got Underdog, you got Chalkboard, you got Sleeper, you got ParlayPlay. That's right. Another reason I always simp for ParlayPlay, buddy, because they have the lines that PrizePicks doesn't want to give you. So Alexander, here he is. Less 5.5 hits allowed. It doesn't pay much. PrizePicks had it on the board and then they removed it. But here we go. You can still take it. You want to take his Ks instead? You can. Whatever have you. But the point is you got options. I like less 5.5 hits allowed more than I like the Ks personally. But Beto, you can take 4.5 Ks too, comment guy. You saw the numbers. And then on PrizePicks, you can just take under 2.5 earned runs or over 4.5 Ks. It's up to you. Either way, I won't begrudge you. Okay, that's the first person I wanted to talk about. You got that? Now, is he going to sell? Well, he is an Astro, is he not? Is he not an Astro, comment guy? He very well could sell. The next guy, Emmet Sheehan, my wagon of wagons. Woo! Last 5 Kings, they're jumping for joy, baby. 10, 7, 9, 6, 10. But they're all against strikeout teams, man. Is he going to do it versus the Mariners who also strike out? Let's go to Crush Bats and see what it says. But before I do that, let me pull this up for you guys real quick that may not know. This is the playoff picture, the AL, the American League. Teams that need to win. Tigers, Sox, Guardians, Yanks, Stros. Okay, the Stros. Next, for the National League, Mets, Reds, Diamondbacks. I mean, do you guys see the poverty going on here? It's just crazy poverty that we got here. Beto, this is all we got, bruh. The Mets also want to win for seeding, and so do the Dodgers. The Dodgers don't really need to win games, but I would assume they get higher seeding. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. So, let's look at Sheehan. By the way, all that stuff is posted in the Discord. You can look at the playoff picture there. It's posted. Now, what I want to say about Sheehan is he's like literally their best pitcher right now other than Yoshi, in my opinion. Yoshi, Sheehan, Snell, Glass now in that order somewhere around there. Beto, what I want to tell you guys, with the jazz hands, okay? With the jazz hands, okay? Half the stuff I do on this stuff is for the lulz. Don't forget that, comment guy. Don't forget it. I'm very aware. So, Sheehan, my fear with the Dodgers is they may try to do some nonsense because they don't really have a reason to play. Man, I hope I'm not getting poison ivy again. They don't really have a reason to play. Higher seeding maybe, but they already clinched, and the Mariners actually do have a reason to play, so they're going to play hard. But they may try to use their other poverty pitchers, see what they got, adjust lineups, tweak, whatever. So Sheehan could be limited. That is my only fear, but let's put him at 4.5 Ks. We'll run it 10,000 times. I mean, you guys see the math. 86% of the time he's going over 4.5 Ks in this spot. Now, this is considering the fact that he's not going to be limited, okay? If he gets limited, we'll then chalk it all to the very depths of hell. Now, let's run it at 5.5, 78%. Let's run it at 6. 66%, okay? He's simulating for darn near 8 Ks. He's just going off. Now, that doesn't mean he's a free square. It just means that the data model likes him, so it was worth talking about on this video. I love it at 5.5. PrizePicks doesn't offer it, but guess what? ParlayPlay does. ParlayPlay does! He's going in the lineup we're going to build. That's right, he's going in there, so we'll put him on ice. Next, MLB Live Square, baby. Cal sold his soul. His first bat was 373 feet. That should have been a dinger in most stadiums. We got unlucky with Cal Raleigh, but Judge cashed, and we are going to ride this train. Why? The Yanks want to win today, folks. They are trying to win, and if they do win, they're going to be rewarded handsomely, and I think Aaron Judge is the guy to go with. I talked about him yesterday on this video. I talked about him the day before. Guys, this is a good square. You just have to take it. Forget the last 5. He has walk equity. First bat, he gets walked. That's 2 points. He gets brought in. He's green. Okay, there's only 9 innings in a game. His full line is 7.5. I'm taking it. If he sells, he sells. If he sells, he sells. And then his hits, runs, RBIs. Let's just say he brings in a run. He hits a single. There's so much equity here, guys. Same thing with this one. With the first 3 innings, they finally gobified this. Because if he gets walked, his first batter, his second walk, it's green, man. It's just green. So take a shot on it. And if he sells you, he sells you, comment guy. Live with the result. My goodness. So we talked about Sheehan. We talked about Alexander. We talked about Judge. Am I going to talk to you about Trevor Rogers? No, but I will tell you this. I have a full playlist posted in my Discord right now. Over 8 or 9 plays, hitters and pitchers included. You go to CaptainCrush.net. You can get in the mix right here, right now. You can backdoor your way in with a ParlayPlay chalkboard sleeper or underdog deposit for new users. I will send you 30 days of my Discord, and I'm going to be catching up on all of those members that are owed this weekend. So hold your horses, guys. It takes a while for the codes to be generated. So if you're waiting, I'll be getting back to you shortly. Now, it's CaptainCrush.net, or you just buy it for $25 a month and you're grandfathered in for life, immune to any price hikes. I've had the same price for 3 years. Eventually, it's going up. Just waiting to pull the trigger. So lock in today. 3 months discount, 6 months discount, 1 year. What do you get for this purchase? Well, you get Crush Bats hitters, which you can use this to go right here, like we did with yesterday with Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt cashed, Aaron Judge cashed. You can check all the hitters to your little heart's content. You'll get it right here, real-time analysis, using my data metrics of what I like. because I built this, not somebody third party. I built this. This is Aaron Judge today. You can check anybody you'd like. It gives you everything you need to know. You get Crushed Bats Pitchers, which has been printing money, okay? You're going to get my NBA model, which is coming soon. You get my NFL projection model, which is right here. This was yesterday's, okay? I post it for every week. The rest of week 4 will be out tomorrow. You get my WNBA model, which is here. You get my MLB base model. You get it all, guys. One low price, everything you could ask for. You get my slips. Yesterday was absolute surgery, okay? Everybody cashed. NFL, MLB. Guys, I gave you the Seattle Seahawks generational money line yesterday and -3. It pushed at -3, but you couldn't even get it at -3. The most you could get it at was -1.5. Cash it. Cash everything. We're not going to win every single day, but when we do, it's usually pretty good, guys. This is what it looked like yesterday for NFL. Harrison cash, Myers cash, JSN cash, Chalk the combo, Trey McBride cash. A gentleman's sweep. For MLB, 2-man Buxton and Yoshi that I was touting on this video, cash that. This 4-man right here, 3 of 4. If you flex, cash it. Unfortunately, Cal sold his soul, but he should have had that home run, 370. And we had a live stream. So guys, like I tell y'all, get in the mix. The live stream alone is worth the price of admission. And for those of you that have been burned by other poverty discords, I am not that. I interact with my community. I have a face. No face, no purchase. If you don't see the person's face, you do not buy their stuff. There's people charging $150 a week, $1,000 a week, all this crazy nonsense, $400 a month. Guys, all that stuff is nonsense. 25 to 50 a month is max purchase. No face, no purchase. I make this extremely easy for you guys. I'm a real person. I care about my community. I'm not a grifter. Know your role. Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. It's cheap, okay? So lock in. There will be a live stream later today. As always, we will go over WNBA there and the models posted. So let's get back to the cook. We talked about Sheehan. We talked about Alexander. We talked about Yudge. Okay, and if you want to take his full game line instead of sweating his first MLB live, that's totally fine with Captain Crush. I ain't gonna begrudge you one single bit. I won't. Okay, I won't. And the Mets need to win. They want to win. They don't need to win. They want to win. So for money line purposes, okay, you want to take on Kalshi and Underdog prediction markets. You want to take the Yankees to win today, Detroit to win. They're probably going to be dogs on the road, but definitely the Yankees to win today and the Phillies to win. Those are the two that you want to take to win for sure. Yankees, Phillies. I think they're both going to win, okay? Now, let's continue going on. PrizePicks has already removed a bunch of stuff that I liked as well, but it is what it is, okay? One more hitter. Now, I'm not going to go over any more hitters on this video. I don't want this video to be too long. I go over all that stuff in the Discord and live stream, guys. You just have to lock in. Earned runs. Germaine Marquez. This dude has been a wagon all freaking year. All season, he's been my wagon, okay? They don't have him at 2.5 earned runs on PrizePicks today, which is a shame. Beto, you can get him at 1.5. I think it's crispy, and you can take him under 4Ks. I really don't think he's getting 5 strikeouts today. I think at worst, he'll probably get 4. If he does get 5, we'll then chalk it. But these two are my favorite. My favorite line for Marquez would be 2.5 earned runs over. The Giants' bats are extremely hot. Marquez ain't him. He's literally coming out there to do the job, which means he's putting the Giants over today. Giants' money line should also be smashed. But am I going to take it? No, because they're probably heavy favorites. I don't take heavy favorites. Going, yeah. Now let's look at Mr. Marquez, okay? Marquez. Now, unfortunately, we can't take him on ParlayPlay, but you can take him on PrizePicks. He's right here. We're going to run it 10,000 times. I built this model. It goes over 50 data points, and it runs a simulation in 10,000 times. This is what we got. 47% of the time, he goes over 3.5 Ks, which means we should avoid it. But if you put it to 4 and run it, he only goes over 31%. 2.5 earned runs? He goes over 60% and walks 1.5, 57%. Comment guy. All right. So you take less on the Ks, more on the earned runs. Avoid the hits allowed. You take more on the walks. Simple. Easy peasy. I mean, it couldn't be any more simple, y'all. All right. So again, you take over 1.5 walks, over 2.5 or 1.5 earned runs, under on the Ks. That's the analytical move. It factors in the matchup, the batters, the weather, the stadium, all that stuff that you can, well, Cap, what about this? What about that? They shell lefties, they shell righties, they don't do this, they don't do that. Shut your mouth. It factors in all of that. And my ROI for MLB is sky high. It's higher than any other sport, and it's because I've been using those apps. Just use them. If you use them, Every day, you're going to be more profitable than you are not. I promise you. Of course, you're going to run into the problem where Marquez drops 8 or 9 Ks. Of course. It's still 31% of the time he goes over 4 Ks in a 10,000 game span, bro. You can't just disregard, oh, well, 31%. Oh, it doesn't work. Buddy, 30% is a huge number. If I told you if you had a 30% chance to pass away, you'd be quaking in your boots. It's a big number, okay? I'm begging you. It's all a math game. You just follow the percentages and eventually you're going to be on the right side of it. If you're taking the 60% pluses every day, you're going to be okay. All right? Captain Crush guarantees it. And what happened? Oh, is that right? And what happens when Captain Crush guarantees something, chat? Let him know in the comments below. What did I tell you about Lamar Jackson on yesterday's video? What did I tell you? I said it's going to be gobbified by week 4 Sunday. Book it. Here we are, and it's a gobby. You got it? It's a gobby. Just like I said it was going to be, okay? I guaranteed a whole Discord was pre-chalking JSN's taco yesterday in the Discord. Everybody was panicking. I said word for word, he can cash it in one play. One play. And sure enough, he did. He goes green. Now, how can I make these guaranteed? 1, I know ball. 2, been doing this a long time. 3, I do this 80 hours a week, okay? So when I tell you it's guaranteed, it's guaranteed. And I'm guaranteeing you, if you use the MLB models I created, you're going to be more profitable long term. Now, your roster lineup and slip construction's a whole nother ball of wax. Pero I teach you that in the live streams and in my Discord. So more reason to join, okay? I not only give you the hammer, I teach you how to swing it. Man, that's a low. I need to put that on a shirt. Captain Crush not only gives you the hammer, but he teaches you how to swing it. Babe, write that down. That's a good one. That'll sell some merchandise. Let's go. Let me know in the comments if you're buying a shirt that says that. Or the shirt would have to say something like, what good's a hammer if you don't know how to swing it? You know, something like, I'll get in the lab on it. Give me some time. But I cooked. You know I cooked, comment guy. Admit it. Admit it. I cooked. I can feel it. I feel it when I cook. Now, there's a whole lot of other guys on here. The Rangers aren't playing for anything, but the Guardians are. And you know what they just did? They took off Mr. Kwan. They sold their souls. But here he is at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And if the Guardians have to win today, which they do, and knowing that he just had nada on September 25th, Mr. Kwan, bang, bang, bang. You're in the mix. You just made the list. He's going in there. If he sells, he sells. Here he is on Crush Bats doing the Lord's work. Okay, 15% chance home run equity, 1.4 projected hits with 95% confidence, 0.88 runs, 0.85 RBIs, 80%, 65%. It's lefty on righty, 3 metrics elite prospected performance. He's literally playing the Rangers, who literally are playing for nothing, although it is a good pitcher. Leader's pretty good. I just think you take it at 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, especially since he just had a bad game. Look at that, 0-5. Just give it a shot, man. Don't anchor it. Don't anchor hitters unless otherwise specified, but give them a shot. Now, let's go build a lineup on ParlayPlay. But before I do, Papa, should we go over WNBA chat? Should we go over? I know they gave us that discount for Collier, and I'm probably pairing it up with Aaron Judge's live square. You got me. You got me, comment guy. I'm probably hold the phone. Let me show you guys what the move is. If you want to be conservative, you take Marquez, 1.5 earned runs. That's 2.25x. You can take that one, or you can take Sheehan and pray that the Dodgers let him cook for at least 5 to 6 innings, 4.5 Ks. That's another 2x option. Or you can take comment guy. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Trevor Rogers or Will Warren. I'm not going to talk about that. I can't give it all away, guy. I can't talk about it all, man. Because then you poverty guys are, what do I need to be in the Discord for? Know your role. 3.5 fantasies. Go for Judge. The live wire. If you want to take a shot, if you want that full 3x, you could go there, or you could pair it up with any of the NFL plays that I gave you in yesterday's video, because those are money as well. Okay, any one of those plays, whatever you'd like. I'm gonna cook mine on the live stream, seeing as that discount is the late night hammer. You were making a community slip in the live stream today. You better be in there. You're selling Crush, selling me for shekels. For shekels. Are we going right back to Sabali's RA? That was the only thing that cashed for us last time, pretty much. Alyssa Thomas's field goals attempted. That was also another one. Collier's 3 points attempted was good. McBride's PRA cashed for us. I'll probably just go right back to the ones that have been cashing. Honestly, elimination games, Why not? Unfortunately, the popular play tab is where all the good plays are for the WNBA today. I mean, you hate to see it, but this is the world we live in, okay? Let's look at the fantasy scores. I mean, Chelsea Gray, I guess. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell sold her soul last game. She sold her soul, and I'm going right back to her. Okay, I know I shouldn't be talking about WNBA for this video, but I feel like 14.5 points. Give her a chance to redeem the taco sell job. When she's not a taco, you know she's dropping 20 to 25 tonight, okay? I'm not going to cover WNBA, even though I just did. The projection model's posted in the Discord. Lock in. We'll talk about it on the live stream later today at 5:45 Central Time, the Lord's time zone. So follow me on Instagram. I hate to be the cringe and ask, okay, but I can't do live streams until I have 1,000 or more followers on Instagram. And I gotta tell you, all the websites are cracking down on fantasy sports stuff, guys. So I'm asking you, follow me on Instagram. I'm giving away 2 copies of Madden at 500 followers, and I'm giving away $500 once I get to 1,000, and then I'll be able to do my live streams, my casino trips, my golf outings, live streams for free discussing the NBA and NFL slate. So guys, I need you guys to do that for me. I do appreciate it. Instagram's rules are very lax, so please, it's Real Captain Crush. I'm giving away coin. I'm giving away Madden. All you got to do to be in is be following, and you're put on the fantasy wheel that will spin. And if it lands on you, you're in the mix. Guys, know your roles. Follow me on Real Captain Crush. I do appreciate it, okay? And for those of you that don't have an Instagram account, make one. I didn't have one either. I got forced into making one because it's the only safe place I can do live streams. But then I found out I don't qualify because I don't have 1,000 people. I'm poverty, and I refuse to buy bots. So let's go. Now, let's go build our lineup on Parlay Play. All right, so first. Sheehan, 5.5Ks, he's going in the mix. If he sells, he's banned. I mean, we only have a couple days left of regular season anyway, so why not? We can afford to ban him, okay? We can afford to ban him. All right, so Sheehan's leg number 1. Leg number 2, Alexander. Do we take over 4.5Ks or under 5.5 hits allowed? I'm going to take under 5.5 hits allowed, although I'll probably come back to wish I took the Ks, but I'm taking the Ks on PrizePicks, so that's why I did that. We can't take earned runs, so Marquez is off the table unless they have his walks, which they do, so we could take Marquez's walks. But remember, his walks is 57%, so I think we're better off taking under 15.5 outs. I think it pays a little bit more too, so we'll take that. If he does get shelled, he shouldn't be getting 16 outs. I mean, hopefully. But I think this 3 is fine. And then you could throw in Kwan if you want. Those 4 right there, I think that is good. If you want to tail, the promo code is CRUSH, okay? Links in the description. Mix and match. Take whoever you want. Just take Alexander and Sheehan and Kwan. Whatever you want to do, guys. Always flex your slips, okay? That's what you should do. But I'm going to go over to PrizePicks and make another lineup. Normally, I don't do that, but we're going to do that real quick, all right? I want to show you guys something. Hitters, Ohtani, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I don't know what's up with that square unless he's going to be limited. Judge, that fantasy score or his full game. And then Kwan, 1.5. And Schwarb, 1.5. These 4 right here, this is a hitter slip you can have right there, okay? Schwarber, Kwan, Judge, and Yarny. I think that is great. I just logged in my account and made those. And then the 2-man would be Kwan and Judge. I don't think Ohtani's line being so low tells me that maybe he's only going to play a few amount of innings. So if he only plays 2 innings, then we do have reboot equity. So there's that. But yeah. And then for the pitcher side, guys, there's so many good pitchers on this slate you could take, but you have to factor in some of these pitchers aren't paying for anything. If I knew that these guys were going to play hard, I would take Sandy and Sproat and a combo for 8Ks. I really would. If I knew that the Marlins were going to let Sandy deal, I may take a shot on it, like a long shot slip. In fact, this is going to be the long shot slip. So tail or don't, I don't care. This is the long shot slip. Keller, Sproat, both combos are going in there. And then I'm going to take MLB Live. Where are you at? I cashed one of these slips yesterday. We made one slip and I cashed it for the people on the live stream. Pitches thrown. First inning pitches thrown. It was always Captain Crush. It really was, Papa. It really was. Luis Severino, 14.5 pitches thrown. Like, I didn't even know he was pitching. He literally he just pitched. He just pitched on the 24th. This can't be right. There's no way he's pitching again 2 days later. There's no way. But if he does pitch, 14.5 pitches thrown, for sure. Will Warren, I don't remember an inning where he didn't throw at least, oh, look at this, 16, 29, 23, 22. I mean, granted, he's playing the poverty Orioles today, and their lineup today is poverty. I still think you could go with it. Trevor Rogers to throw 16 and a half. I like taking shots on the 14.5. It's just so low of a number. If they walk one batter, odds are they're going. Yesterday, I went 3 of 4 on these, okay? Bello should have cashed. He went back-to-back in-play outs. You could take Germaine Marquez over 15 and a half pitches, but honestly, we already have a lot of exposure to him. Yui Darvish, and okay, if you're going by the last 5, Yui Darvish and Will Warren have to be considered, okay? But I'm not putting these guys in here today. I need more time. I'll have to research it more. I can't just do it all willy-nilly bimbly, okay? This is the long shot slip, Beto. Joe Ryan, over 2.5 earned runs allowed. Oh yeah, that's right, comment guy. That's a long shot slip. We're going for it. Marquez, 3.5 earned runs allowed, and I think that's it. You can flex it right there. That's the long shot lineup, okay? There you go. That's just a bonus. Tail this with a grain of salt. $1 to $5 max, guys. It's just for fun, okay? Don't shoot me if it chalks. It's gonna chalk 8 out of 10 times. We're looking for that 2-time thing. I already posted my video for NFL. I may do another one tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll see how tomorrow goes. I may hang out with my wife, but there will be a live stream on Sunday or Saturday night. I haven't decided yet, but there definitely will be one. Now, again, CaptainCrush.net, you'll get access to all the models, everything else you've seen, guys. It does help your boy out. It keeps me doing this. I do appreciate you liking the videos. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.